Welcome, everyone, to our invocation of Jupiter, the planet, and the archetypal force of Zeus, El, and all those creator gods that are represented by that planetary force. The temple of ESSG, the Egregore Sancta Stella Gnostica, the order of the Gnostic star. And this is part of our series of planetary invocations to demonstrate one possible way to invoke the planetary energies. Like the other ones in this ritual, I will be demonstrating several rituals stacked together, which is in this style. We have multiple rituals that we use by changing the way that we combine them to create more and more powerful magical effects. So we'll begin with the Kabbalistic cross, which unifies us all, and to an egregore. Then create sacred space with the temple opening. I think I'm going to do the Enochian Star Temple in honor of Jupiter, because that's pretty much our best one. And that will create sacred space, sanctify the area, call in the 4 watchtowers and our archangelic guardians that will modulate the experience. Then I will do the Rose Ankh Vortex, which creates a vortex of feminine energy that nurtures and protects and builds the energy that we'll be invoking. Within that, I will do the greater ritual, the Hexagram, for Jupiter, called the Jupiterian energy center. That will create a field of energy called an eidolon, or simulacrum, or resonant field. It will create an energetic field of sacred energy that's tuned to the field of energy of Jupiter. The planetary force will be powerful, but it's just a blind force. Then we have to connect with the archetypal god of Zeus. In doing so, we'll read the invocation of Zeus from the Orphic Hymns, and that will call in, make our connection to the archetype. And then there'll be a short guided visualization, which I wrote based on my own experiences and inspirations of Jupiter. So, and I will announce each part as I go, so you can follow along and see what I'm doing. So let us begin. The Kabbalistic cross that connects us with our higher self, grounds us in the earth, and balances our love and will. Belly breathing. Visualize yourself growing larger and larger, up through the atmosphere, past the moon, deep into space, till the earth is but a small ball beneath your feet. Above your head, visualize a sphere of brilliant light. Reach up, touch the brilliance, bring it down to your forehead, and vibrate. Bring the light down to your heart center, down through your body, ground it to the center of the earth, the fiery center of the planet Earth itself. You're standing in a column of light. Bring the light up to your left shoulder. Visualize a ball of blue flame, symbolizing the infinite love and compassion. Vegedula. Bring the light across to your right shoulder to a ball of red flame, representing your will, consciousness, and volition. Vegedura. Leolam. Amen. Thou art the kingdom, the glory, the power, forever and ever. Amen. Inheritor of a dying world, we call thee to living beauty. Wanderer in the wild darkness, we call thee to the gentle light. Long hast thou dwelt in darkness. Quit the night and seek the day. Consecration of the Enochian Star Temple. In ancient times, long before the rise of humanity's civilization, unity became duality, and war was waged throughout the inner planes between the forces of light and darkness. Thus, duality and its eternal conflict came into being. The forces of light and darkness each included 400 stellar beings called angels by the ancients. Separate from these beings, a third force existed, 400 angels who remembered the state of unity and who chose to transcend duality. They became the stellar guardians of the Grail, keepers of the divine gnosis, that towards which we aspire. In the name of the stellar guardians of divine wisdom, I bless the water contained in this chalice. May it become sacred as the flowing waters of the infinite cosmic sea. I bless the salt upon this altar with the divine forces of the gnosis, which transcends all polarities. May it embody the strength of formation. The divine magic of Shinnok is a union of opposites. The mixing of the sacred salt and water is the first act of uniting the polarity, the creation of a holy elixir, which shall consecrate this stellar temple. The eons passed, and humanity continued to evolve. As we increased our capabilities, we were utilized as pawns by the forces of light and darkness. The stellar guardians of the Grail, who wish to assist the process of human evolution, thus freeing us from ignorance, sent 200 of their number to Earth, bringing with them the fire of divine wisdom. The Nephilim descended upon the earth and taught humanity the sacred art of magic, secrets of the stellar realms, and the blessings of the elements. Humanity was not prepared to receive the ancient stellar wisdom of the Nephilim. We abused the powers, using the most high magic for petty purposes and to gain control over others. Great magical battles were fought, and the contagion of evil covered the earth. The stellar lords, seeing humanity's folly, dispatched 4 mighty angels who sealed the Nephilim and their magical arts in the dimension between worlds, where they silently await our coming to once again acquire the star lore of the Nephilim We must prove ourselves worthy. Having done so, we will be given the keys to unlock the stellar gates and commune with the keepers of divine wisdom. Summoning of the Watchtowers. Oro iba eozope exarpe. I summon you forth, O Raphael. Come to us, guardian of the eastern stellar gate. Grace us with your breath, which flows forth as the divine wind. Teach us your virtues, which are equanimity and balance, healing and compassion for others. Deem us worthy to receive the first key, so may attain the secrets of the high star magic. O ipe te a pe de oke I be itome. Appear before us, Lord Mikael. We conjure you, O protector of humanity. You are as the lightning bolt which illuminates the dark void. You are the bringer of light, of fire. Teach us your virtues, which are openness to the divine wisdom and illumination. Purify us with your flames and grant that we are worthy to receive the second key, so we may unlock the stellar gates, pass into the realms of the Star Lords. Impehare esel hiago Hekomaya. Come to us, Gabriel, Archangel of the Chalice and the Silver Crescent. Teach us your virtues of love, devotion, and selfless sacrifice. Aid us in our deepest meditations, so we may become connected with the source of all consciousness. Help us attain the ecstatic states of being that reveal to us the third key to the gates of stellar awareness. Moa diale he te tega na lutea. I invoke you, Uriel, Archangel of the realms of earth. From you we learn the virtues of centeredness and inner contemplation. You teach us stillness so we can hear the silent voice of the inner self. Appear and aid us, O Uriel. Make manifest the fourth key, which shall allow us to enter the in-between spaces, the inner dimensions of our own being. Eya, enubeha, ararita. By learning the virtues of the archangels of the Tetramorph, we are given the keys to unfolding the self. It is the underlying unity of the four elements which bestows upon us the fifth key to the stellar reaches. When we unite the four elements within ourselves, we become truly human. And in becoming human, we can attain the stars. The expanse of stars reveals itself. We rush towards the stellar reaches. Come to us, Star Lords of the Nephilim. We call upon you, She'ezbaz and Azael, Lords of the Arlim. Teach us your secrets. Reveal to us our inner selves. Help us attain the celestial spiritual heights. I invoke the powers of the first, which shall open the gates of darkness beyond the spirals of the Azanite. Open the mysteries of creation as a flower. Unto me is a star child reborn and resurrected. In the name of the unity of being, the power is in my heart, on my lips, in my eyes, and in my soul. O el vinu de lunusa, de ael dastriani, odo eioni, antar archemi salahote, azoni zoda, odo sicle la anta lo selque, pa el in romi, eoi alcoholote, al kahirlante, do a amaos de yada, pa imbite, el in romi, o wano anim, o do al balam, o do al mononas, o al do al The temple has been opened. The Rose Ankh Vortex. The Valley Spirit never dies. It is the woman, primal mother. Her gateway is the root of heaven and earth. It is like a veil, barely seen. Use it, it will never fail. Uwabate, one who is pure. I call thee Nayeth, pure one who stands at the dawn of time, weaving the world into being. Wearer of the red crown of Lower Egypt, behold the Wa scepter of power over chaos. Your judgment is respected even by the gods, for you see the truth of how our world could be, perfect and ideal. Hail and welcome, Nayeth. Zeya, to be born free. I call thee Ba'ast, cat-headed goddess of justice and pleasure. You drink deeply of the world's delight, and you command respect from all. You are the imperative of true will, and all follow you in search of self-knowledge. Hail and welcome, Bast. Ayin Meya, to love. I call upon thee, Mut, primal mother of the goddess, regal goddess, wearer of the vulture crown, whose soft wings protect and nurture all. Your selfless love teaches us what it means to be human. Hail and welcome, Mut. Sheisa, wisdom. I call upon thee, Nephthys, excellent goddess, whose outstretched wings offer comfort and assistance to all. From you we learn not to fear the darkness and the transformation it contains. Hail and welcome, Nephthys. Peshet, eternity. Great goddess Isis, I call to you. Isis, who is crowned with the sun, the moon at her feet. Isis, the greatest of all magicians. You are all goddesses and all women. You are the eternal spirit of womanhood, the sustainer of peace, of life, and the giver of civilization. Hail and welcome, Isis. Uabate, Seya, and Mer, Shasa, Seshet, Sasat, sanctuary. We seek sanctuary in the embrace of the goddess. Walking the spiral. She is the unity of all. She is the light on the path. In her all things move, in her all things live. She is love, and all things respond to her. She is the unity of all. She is the light on the path. In her all things move, in her all things live. She is love, and all things respond to her. She is the unity of all. She is the light on the path. In her all things move, in her all things live. She is love, and all things respond to her. The vortex is complete. The greater ritual of the hexagram. We shall fill the space with the Eidolon energy of Jupiter. The greater ritual of the hexagram. With holy voice, I call the stars on high, pure sacred lights and genii of the sky, celestial stars and progeny of the night, and whirling circles, beaming far your light. Refulgent rays round heavens ye throw, eternal fires, the source of all below. With flame significant of fate ye shine, and aptly rule for humanity a path divine. In 7 bright zones ye run with wandering flames, and heaven and earth compose your lucid frames. With chorus unwearied, pure and fiery bright, forever shining through the veil of night. Hail twinkling, joyful, ever wakeful fires, propitious shine on all our just desires. These sacred rites regard with conscious rays, and in our works devoted to your praise. Is Ararita. Sire and Emperor and King of all things mortal, hail him, Lord of Spring. Is Ararita. Behold the chariot through the water floods, the sangreal life and rapture, wine and blood. Il Ararita. Adjustment, rhythm, rise through every act. Wild is the dance, the balance is exact. Il Ararita. Yopan, upon the summits, the god goat leaps in the wild lust of ecstasy afloat. Il Ararita. The talisman of Jupiter has been charged. The Orphic hymn for Zeus. O Zeus, much honored, Zeus, supremely great, to thee our holy rites we consecrate, our prayers and expectations, King divine, for all things round thy head, exalted shrine. The earth is thine, the mountains swelling high, the sea profound, all within the sky. Saturnian king, descending from above, magnanimous, commanding, sceptered Zeus, all parent, principal, and the end of all, whose power almighty shakes this earthly ball. Even nature trembles at that mighty nod, loud sounding, armed with lightning, thunder, and God. Source of abundance, purifying king, O various form who all nature spring. Propitious, hear our prayer. Give us blameless health, with peace divine and necessary wealth. The guided visualization of Jupiter. You are in a vast, empty plain, empty except for a cloudy sky that rumbles and flashes with lightning above the clouds. The dark clouds begin to rotate, swirling, forming a vortex, a flashing, rotating, rumbling clouds. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning emerges from the vortex and strikes the ground close to you. The flash is blinding, and the crash of thunder deafening. The smell of ozone burns your nostrils. But when your vision clears, you see before you a powerfully built man with curly black hair and a rich black beard. He wears a light blue tunic and golden sandals. He is smiling so wide you can see his white teeth. As he approaches you, you can feel the heat given off by his body and the static crackle in the air. Hail and well met. I am Zeus, or Jupiter, or my old name of El, if you would prefer. You have come in search of knowledge. He looks around, surveying the area. I see you want to know how it all began. That is wise. To know the beginning will help you to understand where you're going. Zeus reaches over his head with his right hand. As he does so, a javelin of lightning forms in his hand, crackling into being. Blue-white energy arcing back and forth. Zeus holds the lightning javelin out to you. Have no fear. Nothing can harm you. Take it. It was always yours in the first place. All the power that ever was or ever will be is here now. You reach out and gently grasp the flashing bolt. You can feel the inrush of power, hot and electric, filling your entire being with power and white light. You remember a time long ago, waking up in a vast void with no memory of ever going to sleep. Seeking to explore the void, you expanded, growing and growing, trying to fill the space. But you were unable to. It's simply too vast. And then you see a vast ocean stretching to the horizon. And in the void of darkness, a reflection in the water. A silvery light sparkling on the surface of the waves. You approach the light, fascinated by its sparkling brilliance. You drink it up from the surface of the waters, so it fills your being. It fills you with a feeling of love and comfort, and the desire to express love and to create. Using this light, you create Mars to express your will. You create Venus to express your emotions. You create Hermes and Mercury to express your thoughts. And the moon to express your instincts. You sit with these advisors and reflect upon yourself and your many aspects. And then together, all together, you create a star with a bit of the light from each of these planets, each of these expressions of yourself. This star contains a unique combination of all your inner aspects. And then you create another, and another, and another. Each unique in its composition until the void is no more. And in its place stands a universe full of unique beings containing the silvery light. You and your planetary companions watch your creations, play and grow, and eventually return to the source, where their light is regained again. And since your planetary companions manage your will and other aspects, you are free to feel pure love for all of creation. Because you know that they come from you and are you. Every being in existence shares this absolute unity. Sit for a while with this vision. When you're ready, your awareness returns to your normal form. Your eyes open as you're letting go of Zeus's lightning javelin. He grins. The vision of creation is the unity of all, yet mystery remains. The silvery light. He takes the lightning bolt and absorbs it back into his body. From whence does it come? Who does it serve? And where does it go? I will leave you to ponder that as I take my leave from you. Zeus turns into an eagle and flies up into the clouds. Uriel, we thank you for your grounding and contemplation. Gabriel, we thank you for the ecstatic states that you lift us up into. Mikael, we thank you for your inspiration and protection. Raphael, we thank you for your balance, insight, and equanimity. By this merit, may all beings quickly find relief from suffering and relief from ignorance. May the hungry find food, may the sick find medicine, may the thirsty find water, and may all beings quickly be released from ignorance. The rite is complete.